till whenever you run out of questions. Let's start. First question, Brendan.
Schalk, a couple of months ago we were talking about just your dream of being a Springbok. Now you as a captain. Did that ever factor into the...
Brendan, not in my wildest dreams, to be honest. It's a massive privilege, very unexpected though. But it's to lead your country is one dream that came true, and it's going to be amazing to lead an unbelievable team like we've got this weekend.
Is it better late than never?
At 45, anything can happen, I guess. Yeah, it's for me, it's just being part of the Springboks an honour. If you're on the pitch or off the pitch or in just in the environment, it's an honour to serve your country in any way possible. I mean, as you know, I've been involved with the Springboks from 2008 and only played 12 or 13 Test matches. But every time I get elected or selected to represent the country, even in a supporting role, it is an honour. I mean, as a boy growing up, you always want to wear the green shirt. Sometimes you can't, just by selection or whatever, but it's just to be in the squad is amazing.
Schalk, you're 38, but not the most senior Springbok captain in history. That must be quite a pity.
I'm actually gutted. I think Victor pips me with a couple of days, or I think about 30 or 40, I'm not totally sure. But yes, maybe second, but hopefully number one in his heart. So it's yeah.
And with the guys tomorrow, will they still call you Opa or captain?
I've had a couple of whims lately, but yes, no, it's Sia's still our captain. For me, it's just, and I'm going to rely heavily on our captains and Sia tomorrow. From my perspective, we just want a complete team performance. If you can get that right, then I think we'll be happy as a team.
Schalk, when did you first know you're going to be captain tomorrow? And secondly, what was your first reaction to Rassie?
It was in New Zealand actually when they announced the whole plan. Rassie is very thorough in his planning, and he's been sort of preparing us not just from a couple of weeks ago for this match, but actually preparing. He's got his plans from England in June last year. I mean, he looks at all the permutations and everything. I don't think I've had a coach like Rassie and the coaching team that is so thorough with their planning, analyzes opposition and the individuals. So we knew that a team will play Australia. We knew who's going to play Argentina away and New Zealand away, and we knew sort of who's going to play Argentina at home. So that, I mean, it's great as players when you know you've got certainty and you're part of the plan. Not just me, but all the players. So tomorrow is a great opportunity for us as a team to just to go out there and enjoy it. So the principles and the planning has been done. We've got a specific game plan that we've been working on, and so far it is we're reaping the rewards of the preparation and hard work that's been put into this team.
How rewarding is this moment? You had to go over the waters to really go play rugby, and now you're back, you're captaining the side. How rewarding is it that you have to grit your teeth for this?
For me as a person, it will be more rewarding to see the team play well tomorrow. Individually, I've never tried to be captain or want to be captain. For me, it's great to play a team that execute the game plan. When I went abroad, it was because not a lot of people think it's for money, but I thought my stay at the Stormers I was there long enough, and I wanted to experience something different. And Saracens was unbelievable for me, not just for me as a rugby player, but as a family man, and I had my kids there, and they sort of Pommies, but I'm trying to get them more Afrikaans. But being back in the squad and then retiring and then coming back, having a second opportunity to be part of an unbelievable team is an honour, and I still every day I really am grateful for having a second chance. Not just playing, but be part of an unbelievable squad and players that I can now call friends, although they call me women Opa, you know. So it's great.
Schalk, you were literally in the front row of
one of the best scrums in the Super Rugby competition.
Yes.
The full scrum that we had this year, and it seems to have translated to the Springboks with Trevor Nyakana putting in some of his best performances in green and gold. What sort of an influence, and could you see this coming while you were still playing Super Rugby, that the Springboks scrum was taking a whole new complexion?
Yeah, I must say I can't take any credit for Trevor's great scrumming. He's put in the hard work. People don't understand. I know they call it the dark arts, but to move from loose head to tight head and have a performance like that, I mean, I take my hat off for Trevor. And once again, although it's an individual, unfortunately the scrum is eight guys, and they all have to push. And then secondly, Don Heman has put a lot of work into the bull scrum. So it's nice to see the Springbok scrum functioning, and then from our perspective, Matthew puts on a lot of work to do something that's a bit different to the Bulls, and so that is great that you can take the best of both coaches and make it work. For me, it's although I was not part of the match day squad, it was for me unbelievable how people enjoyed tries. I like seeing penalties at scrum time. Although people see me as a 100-kilogram hooker, I mean, for me it's unbelievable. I love the scrumming. That's why I don't play centre or flank, and I get that question a lot. But the scrum is the beauty of rugby. That's where there's the only opportunity where you face on, you can't hide, and if you don't do your work, you could press into a little bin. You know, it's a tough place to be.
Yeah, and tomorrow's game, you will have another sort of set, a third option for Rassie.
Yes.
Which is also expected to be pretty strong. Does that speak to sort of the depth of quality that is in the front row, and how is the coach going to be able to pick from these guys who goes to the World Cup and who doesn't?
Well, I don't know. That's like a Rassie's problem. But from a performance point of view, we just want to put a performance together that the other teammates will be proud of. I mean, we can't do it as a front row. We can't do it alone. We need Erge, we need Lewis, and the other three. We need Sia, Reinhard and Marshall to put their work in. If they do the work, we can go forward. But we're excited. I've played with Vince quite a lot at SARugbymag, and with the rest I've played a bit. So I'm looking forward to the performance. They've changed their pack around Argentina a little bit. With Lavanini coming back, it strengthens their pack. So unfortunately, from week to week, scrums can change, but we want to apply the same pressure we did in Salta.
Schalk, arguably the test really will be within the group and not necessarily against Argentina. The test for securing places in that 31-man squad. Have you guys sort of mentally sort of address that amongst the group about the test really for us is to secure places for the 31-man squad for the World Cup? Actually,
that hasn't been a talking point at all. For us, we're representing our country, we're representing our team, and we want to put a performance together that the supporters, my teammates, and the coaching staff can be proud of. We can't determine selection, and that's always been my outlook, and I think it's the same thing with the guys that's playing tomorrow. If we put it as a team, not individuals, as a team, a good performance together, then there's a possibility that you'll be selected. Unfortunately, with rugby, there can only be 23 players on the pitch, and sometimes the coach picks in, sometimes not, and that's been my outlook. And I think the same guys, we've been putting a lot of hard work into this team that's going out there tomorrow. And if you get the opportunity, you want to shine. But first of all, you have to shine as a team. And I've learned that if the team does well, the probability is higher that you will be selected. So, unbelievable! What a great guy. I mean, unbelievable rugby player, and even a better person. I mean, I've seen Skara from I've seen all the players from a very young age. And for me now, luckily, I'm very grey, but he's getting worse than I am. But it's amazing to see a guy like that that's been in the trenches, a lot of injuries, and coming through the system. And for me, it's unbelievable having him part there. I'm backing him up, and he's backing me up tomorrow. So it's unbelievable having a guy like that, and to learn everything in a week is hard work. So, but he's a clever player, and very clever individual. So I can't wait to firstly to see him in the green and gold, and I hope he puts a performance together that's unbelievable.
Did you give him any advice? He's been carrying his blazer over his shoulder since 2012. You've been in sort of the same position. Any advice on how to deal with this situation?
Once again, it's the same. You can't determine selection. What you can do is you can control your attitude, and that's the most important thing. And for me, having Scott a part of a team is unbelievable. He always brings energy. He's I don't know if you ever seen him grumpy. I haven't. The only time I've seen him grumpy is when we play against each other. But otherwise than that, he's an amazing guy, and he's a talented rugby player. So for me, I know his pain as well. But I mean, he's got the same attitude. He just wants to play and be part of a team and add value in any possible way. So for me, bringing him into the squad, he's adding value. So I can't give him advice. He's been around the park.
Okay. Een of twee vragen in Afrikaans?
Tot die oomblik om kaptein te wees, deel van zo'n groep, wat betekent het voor jou?
Wat is vir my, dis vir my lekker, dis ongelooflik. Maar dis gaan vir my lekkerder wees om 'n volledige bydra deur die hele span te sien Saterdag. As ons 'n manier kan speel waaroor die ondersteuners gelukkig sal wees en die onderwysers, die coaches sal gelukkig wees, dan sal dit vir my gelukkig maak. Wat lekker is in die span waar ek heiliglik in is, daar's baie kapteine. Ek gaan baie leen op Sia en baie van die ander spelers. Lood was my kaptein by die Bulle, so dit is vir my lekker dat my so baie leiers het in die groep.
Schalk, buite 'n wen, wat sê jy graag uit hierdie game uit wil vat?
Ras het 'n baie spesifieke plan met hoe ons wil speel, soos wat julle kan sien deur die afgelope games probeer ons 'n spesifieke styl speel en sekere game goed execute. So vir my sal dit mooi wees as ons die intensiteit kan wys deur die wedstrydplan en dan baie fisies kan wees. Vir my sal dit net lekker wees as almal ongelooflike game het. So die Argentina gaan kom. Ek meen hulle is seer, hulle is 'n trotse nasie en hulle is taaf. Hulle is 'n harde groep spelers. So dit gaan geensins maklik wees, maar ek sien verskriklik uit om te sien hoe die span bymekaar kom. Ek verwag in die begin gaan ons, omdat ons nog nie saam gespeel het, gaan dit dalk bietjie rukkerig in die begin wees, maar soos wat die wedstryd aangaan, gaan ons meer momentum kry en hopelik soos wat hulle sal sê, ons klik.
Kan ek jou gou vra om nooit net in Engels te sê? Jy het so mooi gesê wat jy nou vir die Argentina sê dit so nie in Engels.
Okay, dit is vir my baie snaaks om 'n Afrikaanse interview te hê. Ek kan nie eintlik onthou wat ek alles gesê het nie. Yes.
What are you expecting from the Argentinian team? Like,
okay. Yeah, I've played with a couple of Argentinians at Saracens, and they're a very proud country. I mean, they'll be hurting from last weekend's performance, and I definitely think they're coming here to prove a point. I mean, they're fighting hard for positions, and it's going to be a tough match tomorrow. They may change on certain technical things, but in essence, they're a very physical and hard-working team. I've experienced it playing for the Bulls with and they beat us twice. So it's going to be a tough battle tomorrow, and hopefully we can put a performance together that everyone will be proud of.
Dink jy die fokus, jy het genoem julle fokus gaan nie wees op die individu wat moet wys dat hy wêreldbeker toe gaan nie, maar dink jy dit kan 'n stryk wees as 1 of 2 of 3 spelers daarop fokus dat hy sy naam op rassiese lys moet wees?
Ek is 100% seker die spelers is gefokus op hulle individuele vertonings nie. Ons het goed deurgepraat oor wat ons wil, hoe ons wil speel, waar ons wil speel en hoe ons die Argentynse spelpatroon wil ontwrig. As ons hou by wat ons wil doen, dan sal ons 'n goeie resultaat kry die naweek. En Rassie is 'n baie slim afrigter ook. Hy sal sien as mense buite die stelsel is, maar ek het geen twyfel in die spelers wat Saterdag speel dat die span kom altyd eerste.
Thank you very much.
Schalk, hoe voel dit om die eerste kaptein in die geskiedenis van wêreldrugby te wees wat ouer is as die skeieregter? Nee, jy voel dit.